Yes, yes, yes. It's the Triple B Beast Boxing Basement, yeah? We're talking about the Joe Smith Jr., Gilberto, Zurdo, Ramirez fight. This was a weird fight in the sense that, you know, it went under the radar. I would think this should be quite a big fight. I didn't even know it was happening, yeah? I didn't even know it was happening. Until I saw my man's Lead Talk Boxing talk about it, yeah? So that's very interesting, man. You know, we all know Joe Smith Jr. is a warrior, you know. And Ramirez has one loss. Excuse me, has only the one loss, you know, to Bivol. Bivol, the wife beater Bivol, by the way. There's some weird stuff going on. He being accused of beating up his wife and things, yeah. Bivol. He didn't know the type, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you don't know, man. You don't know. And it was a weird fight, like cruiserweight fight, you know. These guys, Ramirez fought as low as middleweight. Joe Smith is a lifetime light heavyweight, but yeah, sorry if my voice a bit slurry, you know. I'm doing it in the morning, summarizing the fight in my bed. But the fans come before anything, so we gotta get this video out. But yeah, I watched some of it, I watched half of it. But Ramirez looks a bit chubby, you know. And they had a weight limit of 193, so even though it's a cruiserweight, they weren't fully fledged cruisers, which is weird. It's a 10-rounder as well. It was a 10-rounder. Joe Smith looked more or less the same as he usually does, you know. Maybe just a tiny bit less defined, but more or less the same. And he got them broad shoulders, Smith. He's a puncher. The fight, Smith was aggressive throughout, you know, chasing Ramirez backwards. Yeah. The cleaner shots were coming from Ramirez, who, to be honest, was moving pretty well, you know. And he was winning most of the early rounds. I had one or two even, but mostly Ramirez. You know, as I said, he was moving well, and he was always in there, Joe. And, you know, with a punch like him, you can always get someone out there. Ramirez is solid in the chin area. So, you know, as I said, Ramirez probably boxing better than ever and moving well, you know, and Smith's big shots were mostly missing. Yeah, and he was following Ramirez around the ring a bit, you know. It's frustrating sometimes. You see a bagger come forward guy and he doesn't really know how to step over and cut off the ring when you get the man in the corner, yeah. But he landed the occasional big shot. He landed the occasional big shot on Ramirez, but not clean, you know what I'm saying? No knockout shot type scenarios here. And this was the pattern of most of the fight, right? And later on, I mean, as I said, Smith was always there, but he was just behind. He was losing. You know, he wouldn't give an inch. And Zurdo was boxing well. He was boxing well. And, you know, he fights back. As I said, Joe's got heart, man. Joe's got heart, you know. But Beterbiev, I wouldn't say it's a one-off, but he got caught early, and you can get caught in the first round, and your chin is always more susceptible in the first round. Ask anybody who boxes, right, until you've warmed up. You sometimes get a guy get real bad hurt in the first round, but he gets through it, yeah, and then his chin improves. Think about Leewood Conlon, where it should be was at, with a couple of his funds. Right? Great fight, that, by the way. And, you know, I also taunted Carl Froch. I called him a mug. And he was eyeballing me with evils throughout. But Tony Belland and Laura Woods were sweet, yeah? Anyway, so, you know, there we go. Ramirez takes the decision. 99-91, all three cards. Which sounds like a real one-sided. But, you know, no, that's it. That's how boxing scored, a round by rounds, you know? It wasn't as one-sided that because Joe Smith Jr. always there, and he fights hard blood, but he just didn't edge the rounds. And, you know, Triple B feels better, man. Yeah, that's another result he got bang on. It was 3.5, so that's, what's that? In fractional, 5-2. I said the Ramirez points, and I was right. And I feel a lot better because I went for Warrington points in the previous fight, and that was looking good, to be honest with you. Yeah, very good. Unfortunately, when you got equaliser like Leewood, and he banged out Warrington, although they should have let him have his minutes rest and then reassessed. I felt bad. I hate to get something wrong, and I hate to think maybe the fans put money on, but I hope my fans looked at what my Ramirez preview, my Ramirez Josue Julia preview, mate, and they would have seen Ramirez on points for 5-2, 3.5 victory, right? And last week I gave 3 big tips. So, I'm feeling redeemed. That's 4 out of 5, blood. And almost to the round, some of them, yeah? I went for upper tie round 5. It was round 4. But I still said bet on the KO. Sure enough, evens that KO. Yeah. I mean, his points. I did Otto all-in oil drilling while points. That was another 3.5. Yeah. So, so those that follow the Triple B, tips are eating good this year. But you can't get everything right. And unfortunately, Leewood Power, coupled with Warrington, I wouldn't say chinniness, but because Wood is a puncher, but they combine together to strip that victory off the Triple B. But that's okay, bloods. Anyway, if these Striding fans are listening, or any of the fans who want to do a live at midday, we'll speak to you at midday. Peace in the Middle East.